Welcome to the first video of our tutorial series on how to connect to the iCommunity API. Today, we are going to show you how to create a blockchain registration. At iCommunity, we refer to blockchain records as evidences. So from now on, whenever we talk about evidences, we are referring to that. Shall we begin? If you don't yet have an access token for the API, you need to request it from your dashboard. If you don't have an account yet, click here to register, or if you already have one, log in with your username and password. Once in the dashboard, we need to go to the Access Token page, where we'll create a new token for our application. To create a token, choose a descriptive name and define how long you want it to last. For our testing purposes, I'll set a duration of 1 week. Then click on Request, and the new token will appear below. Copy this code and save it in a safe place for future reference because we'll need it to make any API calls. Once we leave this page or refresh it, we won't be able to access the token value and we'll have to create another request. We are now ready to make a call and create new evidence through the API. For this, we make an HTTP post call to api.icommunitylabs.com/v2/evidences. In the headers, we put authorization bearer and the access token we generated earlier. In the body, we send a JSON with the content we want to save on the blockchain and the signatures responsible for this evidence. The evidence content goes inside a JSON payload with its title as a string, and each file is included in an array with its name and its content encoded in base 64 within an object. The signatures are sent as an array of JSON objects, and each JSON object must contain the signature ID of a signer. Once you send all this data, you will receive a URL with the evidence identifier in the location header as a response. Since all blockchain registrations are asynchronous, this positive response only means that we have successfully received the request and it has entered our certification queue. To confirm that the evidence is certified, we need webhooks. To create a webhook, go back to the dashboard and inside the menu, under API, click on Webhooks and create new webhook. Webhooks need a name, a URL to point to, and a list of events to listen to. Our webhook will listen to the evidence certified event. We save everything and that's it. We have our webhook. Once the evidence certification is confirmed, the webhook returns a JSON with all the registration information inside the data. Among other things, we can see the hash of the evidence, its timestamp, and which blockchain network it was registered on. Inside the payload, we have the integrity of the files and the text we certified. If we want to see the data of the evidence created, we call get-api.icommunitylabs.com/v2/evidences/ID-close. Here we get the address directly from the location header of the previous call's response. This call returns all the data of the specified evidence, which is also what the webhook returns to us. In the dashboard, we see the evidence we created from the API reflected, and by clicking here, we can verify all the data we received from the webhook. As you've seen, it is a very straightforward API that offers you thousands of possibilities to add blockchain registrations to your applications. If you have any questions, you can access the API's technical documentation here, but we will also leave a link in the video description. In the upcoming videos, we will show you how to create signatures directly with the API.